Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you're managing an IT environment, you already know that keeping a clear, uncompromised view of your assets is, well, it's half the battle. So today we're taking some brilliantly curated technical intelligence and we are transforming it into an immediate, highly actionable executive playbook for system visibility.
Think about this for a second. For IT leaders, the challenge of gaining immediate, zero-cost visibility into their environments is a critical, everyday hurdle. When a potential incident hits, or maybe you're just running a routine compliance check, how quickly can your team get accurate, ground truth data from an endpoint? And I mean doing it without relying on some external dashboard that might be lagging or worse, completely misconfigured. Well, that is exactly the gap we're bridging today.
Okay, so here's our executive roadmap for This Explainer. We'll cover the visibility challenge, the HexSec solution, core identity audits, hardware and system state audits, and finally, immediate implementation. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. The Visibility Challenge and the Blind Spots in IT.
So, we all often rely on heavy external software. And don't get me wrong, it's undeniably useful for macro-level management. But let's be real, it can actually slow down our ability to conduct rapid, on-the-fly system audits when time is absolutely of the essence. When a machine is acting suspiciously, you don't always have the luxury of waiting for an agent to sync up. You need a tactical, immediate response. This over-reliance on third-party tools, it can create some pretty dangerous blind spots during emergency scenarios.
Moving on to Section 2, the HexSec solution and tapping into that built-in power. This is an absolutely brilliant guide shared by ethical hacker Rahul Chaudhary from the HexSec community, and it highlights the precise PowerShell commands needed for daily terminal use. What's so compelling here is that this isn't about, requesting budget for new software. It's about unlocking the native telemetry that's already embedded right there in your operating systems. This cheat sheet is literally the blueprint for our zero-cost visibility toolkit.
Section 3. Core Identity Audit. Basically, who and where. It's kind of fascinating how basic, yet utterly vital these two commands are, right? Just typing "Who am I?" to find the logged-in user and hostname provides instant foundational context for literally any security baseline check. If an analyst jumps onto a compromised machine, these two quick commands confirm exactly whose privileges they're working under and what machine on the network they're actually investigating. It completely eliminates those potentially disastrous assumptions.
Now, if you want to dig a bit deeper, deploying Get Computer Info reveals incredibly detailed Windows configurations in a single sweep, and verifying the PowerShell version using Get PS version table ensures the system meets your baseline scripting standards. As an IT executive, you absolutely want to know that your automated deployment scripts aren't going to suddenly fail just because an endpoint is secretly running some outdated, vulnerable version of PowerShell. This command checks that reality instantly.
All right, Section 4, Hardware Audits, focusing on asset management right at the source.
Bypassing the graphical user interface entirely gives us some truly incredible speed. Instead of manually clicking through endless menus, your team can just run these direct common information model, or SIM queries. Get SIM instance Win32_processor and Win32_physical memory let you audit CPU information and RAM module details instantly, say, during a hardware refresh assessment. It's raw, unarguable data pulled straight from the motherboard.
And it's the exact same story for your disks and network adapters. Disk usage overviews and network adapter configurations can be audited in seconds to troubleshoot performance bottlenecks or weird connectivity issues. If a department is complaining about network speeds, querying the network adapter directly through the terminal cuts right through user error and reveals the actual, raw configuration that system is utilizing.
To round out the hardware side of things, checking overarching system details with Win32_computer system and verifying BIOS versions with Win32_BIOS ensures your asset management is based on real-time data directly from the machine. And let's be honest, outdated BIOS versions are a massive security liability. Being able to script a query to check this instantly across an entire department, that's a major win for your security posture.
Section 5, System State Audit and Ensuring Real-Time Readiness.
Let's look at how this builds our operational context with commands like Get Date, Get Time Zone, Get Culture, and Get Uptime. So why does an executive actually care about the system date or time zone? Well, because in cybersecurity, time is literally everything. Verifying device uptime, time zone settings, and the current system date guarantees the machine is operating in the correct context and that any generated security logs will be accurately time-stamped. A desynchronized clock on a compromised machine can completely ruin a forensic investigation. Finally, if you combine DirectOS information checks with a full System Info Command pull, it gives IT managers a completely unvarnished look at the endpoint's current state. The System Info Command is just incredibly powerful. It's kind of like requesting an immediate comprehensive medical chart for the computer, summarizing patches, hotfixes, and network cards all in one go.
Bringing it all together in Section 6, the Executive Playbook for Actionable Strategy. Okay, so here is the million-dollar question. How do we actually operationalize this? Well, you can hand this exact 3-step audit process to your IT team today, transforming these individual technical commands into a standardized, rapid response protocol. Step 1, identity. Step 2, hardware. Step 3, system state. By making this the absolute default first response protocol for any Tier 1 support ticket or security alert, you guarantee a standardized baseline of facts before any remediation even begins.
As the HexSec cheat sheet perfectly illustrates, the precise system information you need to maintain a secure, highly visible network is already sitting quietly right at your fingertips. You do not need a massive budget increase to improve your initial triage capabilities. You just need to empower your team to use the tools Microsoft already built into the core of the system.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If this level of total system visibility requires absolutely zero external software, what other untapped capabilities are simply waiting for your team to run them? I challenge you and your IT leadership this week to review your reliance on external dashboards for basic system queries. You might be seriously surprised at how much faster and cheaper direct terminal auditing can be. Thank you so much for